welcome to Season 2, Episode 7 of the Sunday Shitshow. Got a few extra on the lounge today besides Doom, the cat. Stu's brought along a special guest as well. So who have you got here, Stu?
This is my good old buddy Duane Le Compte.
He's going?
Sunshine Coast local from way back. So I'm sure a few of our viewers are going to recognise him.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What else we got coming up today, Stu?
Mate, we've got heaps coming up. Yeah, so we've got a good giveaway this episode, Geltchy. We've got SRH has come on board along with ourselves, the Sunday Shitshow, and I want you to tell the viewers all about it.
Yeah, so Pricey and the big weekend, that's coming up on July 12, as you can see here, at Black Flag Brewing in Coolum Industrial Estate. Tickets are running red hot. And Pricey and that, yeah, we want you boys there with SRH and Stu's involvement and that, sponsoring it. They've got us on board. And anyway, Trev from SRH has actually given us 2 tickets to give away. So if you'd like to get to see some epic bands like Goons of Doom, The Beefs, Pricey, Drop Legs, Delacoma, Wits End, the Phosphenes and the Lipsticks, mate, jump on our Instagram, tag a mate, leave a comment, we'll throw you all in a big bucket and someone's going to get 2 tickets.
There'll be some heads banging that night, girl.
It's going to be a cracker. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's a you beauty.
So get on it if you want to win.
So what do they got to do? Go on Insta?
Just go on the Insta at Geltchy.
Yeah.
Give it a like, share it as much as you want, tag as many mates as you want.
Sounds like a go to me.
Yeah, let's get it out there. Let's blow it up.
Rightio, well, let's have a chat with Duane, eh? So, Duane, we're going to have a chat to you. You've been a builder all your life and a bit of a big wave charger and spent a lot of time in the sun. So the first thing we want to talk to you about your journey, because you've had a bit of bad sun damage, and we want you to fill the viewers in so they got a bit of an idea.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all started with just a little thing on my lip.
Yep.
Then I went to the doctors and he sort of took it off once or twice, but then a year later or 2 years later I went back again and then they took half my lip off, and basically from then it's just been hell with cancer, you know. It's mainly squamous cell carcinoma, which is pretty aggressive.
Yep.
So you don't really want it. So any kids out there, wear your hats, wear your surf mud, whatever type of thing you like, sunnies, long sleeve shirts, just do it. I can tell you from my experience, it was horrible.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing growing up. I know, like for us, we were just told to get out, rip your shirt off, get the sun on you, you'd be out all day.
Bloody oath.
Sunburnt, and you go see the skin doctor and he's, you've been sunburnt before. It's like in summer every second day you'd be blistering, and we didn't know any different. But now there's the education and stories like yours.
This guy and get out of the water brighter than the neon sign up there.
Yeah.
That's it. No, I was a golfer, a surfer and a builder, and worked on the tools all day, so I was basically in the sun half my life, or more than half my life, because I didn't go to work very often. But anyway, I did a lot of surfing.
Too busy in the barrel, Duane.
At least you got a bit of shade.
I was trying.
That's awesome, yeah. And how's the recovery now?
Oh, you never really recover.
You just,
Yeah, I've just still been going through it for the last 15 years, you know.
Shit.
It came back, and then I had to go and get radiation treatment. And then that went away and wasn't too bad. And then a couple of years later, I'm getting chemo with red light treatment and all different types of stuff. Heaps of cuts and scratches, and they just took a heap of skin out here and there, but yeah.
Geez,
you just got to live with it. Every day's a new day.
You really prompted me to get back and do my yearly checkup that I haven't done for about 4 years. I got a good piece of my leg chopped out about 15 years ago.
Right.
Similar thing, and I've actually got very complacent. So
no fun.
No, I need to get my act together.
Yeah.
Yep. No, you really got to watch the sun. It's getting worse. I think it's getting worse as you know, time progresses, just the harshness of it.
Slip, slop, slap, kids.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, while we're talking about the sun, let's move on to a brighter note, eh?
Yeah.
So, Duane, you've surfed all your life, as you were saying, and mate, you've had some pretty big achievements, including this one here. Viewers, the 100-foot wave, written by a couple of Hawaiian legends, the Willis Brothers, and I'll let Duane tell us about that. But
A couple of mates that I met in Hawaii, or they weren't mates at the time. They sort of are now. They sent me a text a few years ago. I haven't told too many people or ever put it on media, but yeah, I ended up with a picture in there. I was a good model. Had nothing to do with the size of the wave you surf, but I was a good model. Had a bit of hair back then. Actually, that photo in that book was about 2 weeks after Mark Fu died. The same day I went over the falls at Waimea. Oh, I didn't go over the falls. I got sucked back up and back over the falls at Waimea. Had my legs spread and couldn't walk for 3 months or so.
Jeez.
wow.
Pretty heavy. I still get really bad pains today from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was shocking.
Yeah, okay.
But it was something to remember.
And what about pipe? You surf pipe much?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty scary, sort of.
Well,
Mainly the crowd's scary. Yeah. I've had
So,
some,
so your Waimea wipeout, was that your worst experience?
no, the wipeout wasn't that bad. Oh, Pipeline was probably the worst wipeout. Yeah. With Alex Gray, he was just sort of like paddling around in the middle of nowhere, and I said to him, listen, mate, I said, I'm going a wave. I said, and it was big. It was 15 foot coming out of the west, and it was just piping down the reef. And I said to him, look, I'm going to go, and if I do, I said, you just go and I'll pull back. So anyway, I paddled onto this wave. I was sitting just inside Liam McNamara, and I paddled into this huge thing, and I got to the bottom. Well, actually, before that, Alex took off, and I thought, well, I'm pulling back, but then I didn't. And I got to the bottom, went to do a bottom turn, but I went too far and went up and around the Mixmaster 3 times. Ended up about 200 yards down the reef on the sandbank, and took me about half an hour to get in. But yeah, it was a pretty heavy wipeout, but yeah, back out there.
And what's your most memorable experience, like fun one,
Fun one?
from being over there all that time?
Oh, just where I lived.
Yeah. Tell the viewers where you lived.
Right on the beach at sunset, like I just had to wake up and look over the edge of and there was the sand and 20 feet to the surf.
Wow.
I lived there for 3 seasons straight.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Living the dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Started off at Velsyland though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the Housing Commission.
Oh, right. Jeez.
That was a bit of an eye-opener.
I was going to say, how'd you go? Because back then you were in the thick of it when it was pretty heavy days. You know, it's mellowed over there a little bit now, but you were there right in the thick of it. So
You got to hold your ground.
Yeah. So how'd you deal with the localism and that there? Like, yeah.
Just, yeah, I don't really know.
just
Well,
made your way.
the third day I got there, a guy from here, Alex Gray, I'd snapped 3 boards in the first 2 surfs at Pipeline. And then we went across the road to get some new boards off this guy, Knackers, Kingsley Konofsky. We went back to pick him up, and lo and behold, Maurice Cole pulled up with these big stickers about that round. They had a Hawaiian guy with a big armband and a hat on, and he whacked them on the nose of our boards on the 3rd day. That made it a little easier.
Classic.
But other than that, you just got to stand your ground and go out and stay out of everyone's way.
And sort of prove yourself a bit.
Oh, you got to
back then.
charge. If you don't charge, you'll never get a wave. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's it.
And I heard a rumour like you ended up earning a bit of respect by the great Kenny Bradshaw.
Oh, I knew him. Yeah, I surfed a bit with him. Yeah.
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 Pretty epic.
Every couple of days he was out there at sunset, and probably surfed one of the biggest days of my life at sunset with him, Mark Fu and Ken Bradshaw, and Brad Gerlach, and there was me, Alex, and Kingo from the Sunshine Coast, and it was big.
Wow.
It wasn't clean or anything. She's big and gnarly. That was probably one of the most memorable days I've had.
So how would you go preparing to go there, living on the sunny coast, which is pretty scummy for when it comes to waves and power and that, like, to then just fronting up to Hawaii and...
Well, when I was a nipper back here, Duke Sherwell, Robbie's uncle, I think, he taught us in the nippers. And he was a pretty hard man. I thought I was a hard man, you know, but man, he was hard. I'm not kidding. And we grew up under him for a few years, and he just kicked us out into whatever swell was coming.
Yeah.
At 12. So from there on, I suppose it was just built in.
So that's why.
Some people have it, some people don't.
So that's why you did what you did to me.
You got a story to tell, Stu?
Oh, as a couple. As a couple.
Had a few surfs together, eh, Stu?
We've had a couple, yeah. I've been pushed over the ledge a few times by Duane. Things I probably wouldn't have actually paddled onto. Anyway, that's another story. But, yeah.
That's all right.
The good old chalky milk.
We had some fun though, didn't we?
A little bit.
Classic.
You can say that.
Yeah, we had some good fun.
So do you reckon the new breed's got a bit softer now?
No,
No?
no way.
There,
No,
yeah.
there's Kingy from the Sunshine Coast. And there's a new young fella, Seb. He's
Yep.
charging. I think a couple of the Williams boys from Kawana. Absolutely going off, you know.
Oh, that's awesome, yeah.
No, they're finding some big waves.
Yeah.
And they're chasing them around Australia. So, and all over the world, basically.
That's good, yeah.
The Kingy is holding the reins. He's doing well.
Oh, awesome.
And Matt Dobell, charging G-Land. Yep. Like
Oh,
no
Dibble.
one else. Oh, Dibs, yep.
Yep,
Yep.
still on it.
The future is bright.
Yep, yep. Oh, surfing comps.
Been a few.
Yeah.
There's been a couple.
Yeah, I'll just throw a local one in.
Yeah,
June 12, the same day as the big weekend.
the next gen.
Yeah, your Roomba board riders have the postponed next gen.
Yep.
And it's going ahead, so I believe entries are full, but if you want to see a good day of the, juniors, I think under 21s from all around Australia,
Yep.
head down and
Hey.
give it a look.
While we're on that note, hopefully we don't get our banners. Any of the banners go missing. This year, SRH has sponsored the comp. There's a fair bit of buff getting given away, and last year when we sponsored it, we've gone to put all the banners down and noticed we were missing a couple, and saw one on the news last night.
Yeah, interesting.
We know where that banner went.
Good promotion for SRH.
Bit of, yeah. Any advertising's good advertising, I guess.
That's it.
Yeah,
Way to go.
way to go.
Take what you can get, Stu.
Yeah, you take it all, take it all.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a bit of surf news. We had Trestles go down. That was pretty epic, sort of a skate park sort of a competition. It was mind blowing. That Yago Dora, he was just ripping in the final, but still can't take anything away from Kanoa Igarashi. That guy was laying down some turns, pulled off a flip. I mean, it was epic final.
That's good.
Great comp, good surfing all the way through.
Airs versus
Yeah,
basically wave surfing.
yeah, but I think, look, the judges were after airs for Trestles, flare, airs.
Yeah.
But I mean, I saw a couple of turns that some of the crew were doing, and Kanoa in that final, pretty gnarly.
Yeah, you can't
Pretty
beat a
gnarly.
good power hack.
No.
No.
Betty Lou against Molly Picklum, that was a cracker. Betty Lou got Molly, and she surfed really well. I mean, both the girls did, but I think Betty Lou just had a little bit more icing on top of the cake in that final than Molly. Yeah, just a little bit more grunt on her finishing moves, and a couple of her turns were incredible. We've got the Viva Rio Pro it's on hold at the moment, so we're just
Okay.
waiting for that one to go down.
You should get good waves there, eh?
Yeah, they should get something good. I think that's why they're on hold. So
Not a bad
Yeah.
beach.
that'll be pretty good. Yeah, it gets good waves over there. We got the Challenger Series. We had the one at Newcastle, the Burton Pro. Jacob Wilcox, ripping all of his way through that comp. Absolutely ripping. Hats off, Jacob.
Go the goofy.
Yep, he edged out Tahiti's Cowie Vast. He was ripping too. Don't take anything away from him. Cowley was on fire. But Jacob just, yeah, that backhand, some of his backhand snaps are just off the chain.
Might end up in hospital.
QS, we had the Crewy Pro. So we had Reefy Hazelwood. He took out Jarvis Earl for the win on that one. Couple of big airs in that final from Reef Hazelwood, just launching it, sending it. So well done, Reef. And right now, as we speak, we've got the NIAS one running. So it's on right now.
Plenty
it started
on
today. So yeah, shout out to young Zane Asink. He's over there giving it a nudge. He made the final last year. It was the highest scoring final in history, I think.
Wow. Yeah, young Zane.
Yeah. With Xavier Huxtable. So Xavier got 2 10s. You can't,
It's hard to beat that.
pretty hard,
Yeah.
hard to get 21, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
so it was pretty good. So, that's the surfing news.
All right.
So we got, what we got next? Music.
Bit of music. Okay, Duane, so what's been tickling your ears lately?
Oh, I still listen to The Doors, Riders of the Storm.
That's a cracker.
That's good,
When I
yeah.
was young, I watched Storm Riders and
Great movie.
just looked at my mate and said, well, what are you doing? He goes, what do you mean? I said, well, let's go around Australia. And he said, when? I said, tomorrow. And he said, you're kidding. I said, no. So we packed up our gear and off we went.
Wow.
We were gone.
Yeah.
Ripper.
No thoughts.
No thoughts.
Just go.
Load and go.
Load and go.
All right, Stu, what's on repeat on your playlist?
Oh, rightio, yeah. I've got the Goons of Doom since we got them
Yeah, headliner.
coming up. Yeah. I've been listening to a bit of Goons of Doom. So She Wore Rat Skin Boots. It's one of my favourites. So I've had that one cranked a bit. Yeah.
Nice.
But they got a couple of crackers, the Goons. So it'd be good to see Vorno on the mic
It's going to be good.
banging some beats out.
Yeah.
I think Aussie Right's going to be there. Be a good night.
It's going to be good. Now, for me, my release radar has actually been almost on point. It's been a bit of a debate for me. I have a real soft spot for soft porn. They've released a new track this week with the dark electronic sounds, which is good. Another new band I've been listening to for the last couple of weeks is called Gridiron. Sort of bit of a hardcore-y band from the US. They're sick, but then the Ipswich boys, Brace, they've recently released a self-titled album. Some brilliant tracks on it. If you love like grindy hardcore new metal, these guys bring it. And think early Korn, Deftones, bit of industrial feel. They're killing it. I'm really looking forward to seeing some live shows coming up with them. Mate, I'd actually love to see one of the boys repping Sacrifice. Just fits in with them, so...
Yeah.
So I'm going with their track Meek, and you'll also find on the website on geltchy.com a review on the self-titled album as well as recent reviews we've done on the Offspring, and more recently, why can't I think of the name of them? Anyway, jump on geltchy.com, check out
there.
music reviews.
It's all there.
You'll find it, and there's some crackers. So, yeah, we're dropping that, and it's going to be good.
Sounds like a winner.
Not to mention the Thursday night after the big weekend, Speed.
Yeah.
Playing Nambour, fresh off the big festivals in the UK and Europe.
Is that a black box?
Black Box, mate. It's like them playing in our little in the cave here. It's going to be, you know, going from massive shows to this little intimate show. That's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, that's a winner for sure, Geltchy.
Yeah. So hardcore it is for me this week.
There you go.
So yeah, coming up next, some shout outs. Let's bring the good, bad and ugly of recent times.
Right.
So Duane, what have you got for us?
Well, I suppose a bit of shout out since bit of surf mud. You know,
We love the mud.
we all love the mud.
Yeah. Get it on you.
May as well. And that's as good as you'll get, I suppose. Doesn't matter what you use, just use some sort of cream on your skin every time you go out. This stuff doesn't seem to come off real easy, so
It's a winner.
probably pretty good when you're spending a long time surfing, playing golf, working, whatever you want to do in the sun. Use your surf mud.
Get some on your skin, viewers.
Yeah, and just surf mud seem to really get behind our local events. A few local surfers and that. It's good,
Local
you know.
company, mate.
Yep.
Yep,
Local
local
company.
Sunshine Coast
Yeah,
Company.
Big props to them.
Yep, good on them.
Yeah, they do a lot. They're good.
Okay, Stu.
Yeah, I got a shout out for a mate of ours, Joe. He runs a company called IC Sunglasses over in America, but he's got them in Australia now. And you might have been watching the Trestles comp or Burley Heads, and you'd see the IC replay, etc., etc. They're sponsoring all the big events and getting right behind the surfing. They've just sponsored Cole Housemade. So
Okay.
he's up there wearing the glasses, and I've got this pair.
He's a ripper, isn't he?
Yeah, mate Squidley saw Joey, and Joey hooked him up with some gifts for us. So these are my captains, and they're great, polarised. Really do the job out in the sun.
Good for fishing.
Good for fishing.
Awesome.
All round great sunnies. So yeah, big shout out to IC Sunglasses. You're going to see a lot of those guys. So
And good for protecting your eyes too, with what we've been talking about with
100%.
Duane.
Yep. Great glasses. And they got heaps. You know, they got them for the girls and the boys, and there's so many styles. So check them
So
out.
online or in store, where's the...
Yeah, go online. You can get them online. Got an Instagram, IC Sunglasses. So check them out.
check them
And,
out.
Yeah.
Surf shops?
Well, they've just landed in Australia, so I'm not too sure on the story with the shops yet, but I'm sure we'll see them everywhere.
We'll check it out and have some links and some info on the blog post for this episode on
100%.
thesundayshow.com.
Yep.
So yeah, good stuff. Doom, you got anything for us, mate? You've had heaps of tuna.
You're pretty comfy.
Yeah, they're good. Aren't they?
You've become Stu's best friend since I went away for a while.
Yeah, he loved it.
Yeah. So classic. Nice of you to join us for once.
He's a good cat.
Yeah. So for me,
Mascot.
I've
Dog.
got the good and then the bad and the ugly. The good I keep forgetting. Trent, who I know, gave me these amazing salt and pepper shakers for
Good
the
on you,
shit
Trent.
show. That was a while ago, and each episode I've even had them on the table and I just keep forgetting to do it. Today, Trent,
You're it.
you're it, mate. These are epic. So yeah, sums us up. Bit of dunny paper and a fresh turd.
You're beauty.
Talking about turds, Australia Post.
Oh,
I don't know how they can possibly do it. The mugs that we make, I have the stair test. One story, about 14 stairs, I actually pack and kept coming up with packing to throw them down the stairs and have them get to the bottom without smashing. Send lots out, but somehow the last fortnight, Australia Post has still managed to smash one to pieces. So apologies to that customer. We sent you another one out as quick as we could, but Australia Post, just get your act together, mate. Like, I don't know what you're doing with our parcels, but you can definitely do better.
that's it.
That's it.
Get them delivered.
Might have something to do with the delivery
It
drivers.
could be, yeah, we don't know.
I reckon they're throwing them, not, you know, but even then, like double bubble wrap, double cardboard.
Yeah, well,
My next thing, I'm going to be filling the centre with expander foam.
that's all you can do, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, I reckon we're just about the end of the shit show for this week. The toilet paper's run out.
yeah, we're going to call it a wrap.
We'll call it a wrap. Thanks, Duane, for
All right.
coming on board, mate.
No
It's good to
worries.
Yeah,
have
it's
you.
good. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Geltchy.
Great to see
Yeah.
you again, buddy.
Always good to see you.
Yeah, always.
And don't forget, enter the big weekend. Just at Geltchy on Instagram. SundayShitshow.com will have all the information and the links. You got to be in it to win it.
That's it. Get on it, crew. Get on it.
If you want a good read about Hawaii, get onto that book.
100-Foot Wave by the Willis Brothers.
It's all about all the legends that really surf over there. I was just a guy that went there and surfed. These guys are full legends.
Awesome.
Okay.
And speaking of legends, be like Duane. Don't be afraid to paint yourself with sunscreen when you're going out in the sun.
Every day.
It's far better than a fashion contest.
Yep, 100% viewers. So that's it, folks. That's it for us today. So get on the good
shit. Get on the Sunday Shit Show. You.
Hey, Luke.